Hello, welcome back to Blendful Live Noding. In this episode, I will be recreating these AR creations using Blender and sverchok nodes from scratch. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, we're gonna be needing hemisphere. Okay, so that's the first thing, and then we're gonna do the rotations and all the procedural animations thing. So file, save as, hemi. Okay, always save your blend before even starting. Okay, so we're gonna be needing sphere, of course, and we're gonna turn it into hemisphere. And the way we do it, maybe using selections, select mesh elements. So this is the probably the tricky part, but the rest of them should be simple. Okay, select by side, and let's use list mask. We're gonna pass in the polygon face data. Let's remove this edge data, and we're gonna mask the face, and the one that's true is gonna disappear, hopefully. So there you go, 50%. Look at it from the side. Okay, include partial. Maybe don't include partial, but increase this to 25. Okay, we have hemisphere. Okay, cool. So the next thing we want to do is to remove the extra vertices. We need to use delete loose, pass in the vertices and polygon data. So now we have a clean hemisphere. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to create multiple version of this. We're gonna use apply, or actually use matrix. So matrix in, and for the scale, we're gonna make a smaller hemisphere. So we're gonna make multiple of this. All right, so let's see, let's scale it using range number. It's gonna be a floating value. We're gonna count the radius, maybe something like this, and use vector in. So scale XYZ is gonna be controlled by this. Okay, so we have our multiple hemisphere on top of each other, and we want to turn this into real objects. So don't use this temporal viewer, just use bmesh viewer. Okay, so we have our sphere. So it's already starting to get where we want. So the next thing we want to do is to play around with the animations. So I will use Suzanne here, and I will rotate Suzanne. So this is, you can use everything procedural, but I'm gonna animate Suzanne head manually, and then I will use Suzanne animations and transfer it here. So turn on auto keying, so we're gonna record our motions, play, and then hit record. So this is gonna be the motions for our hemisphere. Let's just stop it there. Would be nice if it's actually kind of looping. So oops, option R. So I'm resetting the rotations. So at some point Suzanne will go back to the original position. And rotations, okay. I guess this is okay. We're gonna grab animation from Suzanne using F curve in, grab Suzanne, and we're gonna evaluate this using frame info. So Suzanne should have animations on the rotations. This rotation, I believe, is Euler. We need to convert it to radian, maybe. So let's use matrix Euler. If I'm not wrong, we can just do this. and then multiply the matrix, plug this in. Yeah, our thing is rotating. Okay, cool. This might need to be converted into degrees. Okay, so now they are rotating following Suzanne. So that's the plan. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is simply to offset the animations. So offsetting the animations, we need to just use math, scalar math. So this is time data coming in, and we need a number range. We want to multiply or just use add. So we have a way to offset the time for each one of the hemisphere. This is the offset value. So we just need to play it back. So this thing, if you want to be smooth, go to the mesh viewer and just turn on smooth shade. You can solidify this. Solidify. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Get rid of the edge. Adjust the thickness. So you have full control. And let's use matcap, make it looks nicer. Control 2, smooth our hemisphere. So this is the result. And maybe you want to have material as well. I'm gonna quickly turn on material, viewport display, something like that will work. Oops, I shouldn't delete Suzanne. But anyway, you simply now bake this. Bake action, visual keying, okay, and it's gonna bake the animations for our hemisphere, and then we can just delete everything. So yeah, that's really how simple it is. And if you like, Control L, connect the material, file, export USD, selection only with animation, yes, export USD, and now we have our animations. And this is AR ready. You can just pass it into reality converter. You can also export it out as GLB if you want to use it on other mobile device. But there you go. This is the final result. You just simply pass it to your iPhone or iPad, and then it's gonna work. Okay, so thanks again for tuning in. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.